Hey, this is Paul Fenn. I'm with my friend and president of Prestige Yachts, Nick Harvey. We're aboard the brand spanking new Prestige 590. We're down here in Key Largo going for a ride. Nick, tell me a little bit about this boat.
Yeah, so that's, like you said, Paul, our brand new 590 that we debuted to the Americas, actually at the Fort Lauderdale Boat Show here just about a month ago. This is really the epitome of everything that we do at Prestige, condensed into the new 590. So, of course, we all know that Prestige is known for the utilization of space, but we really took it a step further this time and integrated a lot of really, really cool innovation.
Well, you know, one of the things that is completely striking, and I know it's a signature of Prestige Yachts, but when you walk in, you're absolutely struck by the space and the large windows. I mean, there's just no blind spots. You feel like you're completely outside, even when you're inside.
That's exactly the innovation that I'm talking about, Paul, and you notice that we brought the window line all the way down to behind the backrest of the settee in the salon to give it this sort of almost infinity visibility towards the outside, and that's what Créée design, our designers for the last 30 years have been doing forever.
Absolutely excellent. And then this boat has the galley aft. You have the great big sliding door when you come in. So the galley's aft, that's also a signature of Prestige Yachts. And then one of the spaces that I absolutely love in the main salon is just behind us here. Talk to me a little bit about this space with the opening door and some of the benefits that gives you.
One of the keys of the Prestige design is having this one level living area here, where from the very back of the cockpit all the way to the staircase that's in the front, you've only got one step. So the idea is that you're going to be living on your boat, you're going to be literally moving around it, and you don't want to be going up and down 6, 7, 8 steps, you know, up to the driving station, back down to the galley. So everything's on one level, just the one step, and that one step is there so that we can utilize the superimposition of the different levels in order to lower the center of gravity of the boat for a better ride and so on and so forth.
That's fantastic. Let's switch gears a little bit. Let's talk about what's going on here. Let's talk about the power. What kind of engines does this boat have?
Yeah, so this boat is equipped with Cummins engines. We have a twin 600 horsepower in a pod system for the drives. So it obviously gives us a lot more than the equivalent power on a regular shaft with the 600s, which is great. So you can cruise on this boat all day long at 22, 23 knots, and it has a top speed of just shy of 30 knots.
Yeah, that's awesome. And this also gives you the joystick control feature. So if we're in and around the docks, we can maneuver, and also has a cool feature if you just want to stay still.
Absolutely. So the Cummins package comes as standard with a skyhook system, which allows you to push that button and the GPS positioning keeps the boat in the same spot. So I love this package. It's perfectly suited for the 590 with very reasonable fuel consumption as well. So you're not having to stop every 100 miles for for refueling, which makes the life on board that much more enjoyable.
Right. Okay, just before we talk about the outside of the boat, let's talk about the accommodations on the boat, and let's start with that just tremendous master stateroom aft with the separate entrance.
Yeah, so the separate entrance is a signature of Prestige for sure. We've done that since the introduction of our Prestige 500 back in 2011. It's really amazing how we've been able to create this layout, this almost apartment within the yacht here, and it's got this separate closet adjacent to the bathroom, which of course.
Yeah, everything down there is luxury hotel room. You have a massive bed, you have a massive stateroom, you have a beautiful walk-in closet. I mean, what more could an owner ask for on a 59-foot boat?
Right, and then you come all the way forward, so the guests have their dedicated staircase up in the forwardmost part of the boat, and it gives you access to 2 staterooms. And the forward stateroom, the VIP stateroom, it's very well appointed. It's got an ensuite bathroom, which can also be used as a day head because it's got a door that effectively arrives at the bottom of the staircase. And then there's a third cabin that can be 2 single beds, or those 2 can join into a double bed as well. What I love about the layout of the 590 is that when owners and guests want to get together and hang out in the salon, we created on the 590 a completely new area for hanging out on the starboard side of the salon, just behind the helm seat. And we even integrated a side door to give you direct access to the side decks of the yacht from the salon. And that in that size range is still pretty unique.
Okay, let's switch gears quickly. Let's move out of the boat.
Sure.
And let's step right out in the cockpit of the boat. talk about that beautiful convertible lounge area in the back.
Yeah, so that's really the way we explain the design philosophy of the exterior of the 590 is that you've got dedicated spaces for some specific either relaxation or eating. The back cockpit of the 590 is amazing. So you've got this relaxed bench on the back, which is really like a real big lounge area. There is a little flip-up backrest if you want to eat at the cockpit table that's there. So you've got that area, which is very well identified. Then you can move forward, and up forward we created a very big sun pad as well. And we have the ability to install a sunshade up on top of that sun pad, Paul, with 4 posts that are made of carbon fiber to keep the weight light. And they even have their dedicated storage space under the front cushions.
Right, so that gives you a lot more than just a sun pad that, to be honest, doesn't get used so much.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
And the crazy thing is that we haven't even started to talk about the flying bridge.
No, and we're going to do that in 1 second. I just was going to make one mention because we also have a hydraulic swim platform on the back. It's a massive swim platform, but the whole thing submerges, so we can put a dinghy on there, or we can just lower it down, make it easy to get in and out of the water and swim off the back. I mean, after all, jumping off the boat in the summertime is what boating's all about.
It's what boating's all about. It's almost like having your private beach on the back of the boat.
So cool. All right, so let's climb up. We got a whole flybridge area. Tell me a little bit about what's going on up there.
Yeah, so it's almost like it is your private terrace, for lack of a better word. Up at the top of the flybridge, you've got a very nicely appointed steering station. We've got all your electronics that's duplicated from the downstairs on the upstairs flying bridge station as well. And then you've got a very nice sun pad that wraps around the steering station. And then of course a dedicated eating and chilling area, in the back there with a large table. And we've even got a grill up top and a sink so that you can prepare your cocktails and maybe some appetizers and things like that, just to have a great evening up on the flybridge.
Well, I'll tell you, it's an awesome machine. What a great new model from Prestige. And if people want to find out more, they can visit us on the web at prestigeyachts.com.
Absolutely, Paul.
And they should also subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're going to be putting some more videos up always. And Nick, thanks a lot for giving us a tour and a ride here.
It doesn't get any better than that.
We should do this more often.
Absolutely.
Cool.